Okay, Vienna, let's take a look at what you've written in this new set of essays. Traditional foods being replaced. Let's see what you wrote. In recent decades, fast food has become more popular than traditional food in many countries. And so there is a large debate on whether this change will bring more drawbacks to individuals, families, and society. In my opinion, there are both advantages and disadvantages with fast food consumption. This essay will argue both views using a study by Harvard University and a report by United Nations as examples to demonstrate points and prove arguments. Okay, that's fine. I'm really interested to hear what you're going to say. I really want you to be careful with some of your grammar. Okay, another thing, I want you to be careful with this. Look, this change will bring more drawbacks to individual families, societies. This has a negative impact on families, individuals, and society. Just because you changed one word and you changed around the word order a little bit, it still reads as nearly identical to what was in the question. And I really don't want you to do that. Now, they're no longer penalizing you for this in terms of, taking it away from your word count, but still, you want to avoid copying the language like that closely, okay? And I want you to also be careful with some of your grammar. You've got a lot of little basic grammar mistakes, and those are not going to help you. It's one thing if you have grammar mistakes in advanced grammar, but when it's like low level mistakes like this, that's not such a good idea. All right. On the one hand, there is ample evidence that consumption of fast food increases the morbidity and mortality from chronic diseases. The central reasons behind this, look, you've got reasons, but then you've got is. So the central reason, singular, behind this is the high content of cholesterol, fat, and salt in most fast food, okay, such as French fries, capital F, burgers, and instant noodles. When the body absorbs too much of these elements, the risk of many serious chronic illnesses like diabetes, heart attack, and stroke will be higher. Furthermore, the burden on the healthcare system will obviously rise as the population with chronic diseases grows significantly. Okay, it's not just one hospital around the world, it's many. So just say hospitals. They face the challenge of shortage of healthcare workers, and expenditures, all right, not the, but you want an S, on health services in the society may increase dramatically. For example, recent empirical research by United Nations, it's an S here again, showed that consumption of fast food led to a 30% increase in prevalence of chronic illnesses, and the expenses of the healthcare system rose by 15% in USA in 2020. Therefore, it is conclusively clear that fast food has an adverse effect on the individual's health and causes a large burden on the society. Okay. This was fine. I like the way you developed it. I thought you did a good job. It's just been a lot of grammar mistakes, okay? So I really want you to be careful with some of this. It was a really solid, well-developed, well-written paragraph, but all those little pesky grammar mistakes, like those missing thes, those extra thes, missing s's, all of that. I really, really, really want you to work on those things so they don't present a problem for you. Okay, let's continue. On the other hand, some people argue that fast food can help families to save money and time. This is largely because fast food in general is more convenient, time-saving, and cheaper than traditional food. Fast food is easily accessible at restaurants or supermarkets, and the food is either ready to eat or simple to prepare. This convenient food can benefit families especially who are busy with their jobs and childcare so that they can enjoy more leisure time and spare more time with their children. Great. For instance, you're missing an and. An extensive study by Harvard University found that people consuming fast food more than 3 times a week can save up to 4 hours weekly to spend with their families and friends. Thus, you want a comma. It is possible to state beyond doubt that fast food can help families in terms of saving time and money. All right, this was great. I was actually really happy with how you did this because I love that you addressed individuals in society here. So yeah, it's not really great for them. But here you're like, wow, look at how great this is for families. So I actually really appreciate the way that you developed this. Okay, to conclude, okay, wait, you're missing a word again, Vienna. To conclude from the examples and arguments with an S given, I firmly believe that fast food has both pros and cons against traditional food for individuals, S again, families and society. It is predicted that the nutrient content of fast food may shift to a healthier, not more healthy. Okay, so may shift to a healthier direction in order to increase its popularity in the future. Okay, Vienna, I really do think you did a nice job here. Just, I really want you to be careful with the grammar. Okay, I've already said it. It's basic mistakes, and so they're going to count against you more strongly. Okay, this is stuff that you should know at this point. Let's take a look at your task one. Please include the image. I know this task well. I've seen it like a lot, but it really helps me if I can refer to it when I'm doing this correction. Okay. All right. The bar chart compares the sales of two types of shoes of either brown or black leather in 9 European countries in 2018. The sales of shoes with black leather were better than brown leather in 4 out of 9 countries, with the highest number in Hungary at 140,000 in 2018, followed by Italy, Belgium, and the UK at this, and this thousand, respectively. The sales of brown leather shoes were slightly lower than black leather shoes in Hungary at 120,000, Italy at 105, and UK at 80, whereas in Belgium, the sale of brown leather shoes was significantly lower at approximately 5,000 only in 2018. In the 5 other countries, brown leather shoes were more popular than the black ones, with the best sales in Poland at nearly 140,000, followed by Germany, Ireland, Holland, and lastly France at the numbers of this, and this. The sales of black leather shoes were nearly half of the brown leather shoes at 75,000 in Poland and 30,000 in France. What? Why are we talking about black leather? That's strange. Maybe because this is a paragraph talking about brown leather shoes, maybe instead you should have said the sales of brown leather shoes were almost double those of black leather shoes at XY, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I understand. Okay, because you already talked about those here. Okay, now it's making sense. You see, if I had it in front of me, it would have helped. Okay. Well, the figures were almost 1/3 at 70, 70, and 755. Okay. Let's see, where's your overview? Overall, the black leather shoes were the most popular in Hungary, whereas the brown leather shoes were sold the best. Now, we don't say that we're sold the best. Brown leather shoes sold the most in Poland. The discrepancy of the sales between the two types was the largest in Belgium. Okay. So, Vienna, I actually think you did a pretty good job on this. I'm okay with the way you organized it. I don't usually see it organized like this, but I thought it was an interesting way to do it, and I felt like it was fairly successful. So, you talked about where the black leather shoes were higher, and then you compared the brown leather for those countries. And then here you did the opposite. So here you talked about brown leather and where they were higher. And then you talked about how that compared. So yeah, I think it was an interesting way to do it. It was, a successful way. There are multiple ways to do this, and I'm happy to explore with you and tell you how else you could have done this. I have a particular way that I always really like. Um, so it's a good first set for sure. Okay. I want you to correct them. I want you to send them back to us corrected. And of course, your next set of essays as well. Okay. I'll be waiting for them. So good luck.